football playoff is here. The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings, this place is going to be rocking. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Looking to pass, it's Jackson. Catch made on the left side. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
How about that? That's the way to start a game. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
This offense moves into enemy territory inside the 45 after that big play. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking for a gap. It's Dickey. There's the stiff arm. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made by the tight end. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Longhorns looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. Third down and goal. Back to pass. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Receivers are bunched together. They start this playoff game with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Second down after that completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
With the catch, it's Casper. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Finding some room at the 25. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Longhorns are in the red zone. They're going to run it. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Here comes the bunch formation. Handoff to the back. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go. Now, give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Dropping back. It's Jackson. The pocket breaking down. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And now a timeout is taken, the receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for his back. Caught near the sticks. It's Hughes. It's a nice gain. He'll move the football over the 27.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Back to pass. It's Moore. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Good throw to the left. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. And the Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, he breaks free, still going.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
We'll hand it off. First down and more, he's still running. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. To throw, it's Moore. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Grab behind the line. It's low. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. First and 10 from the 11. The Ducks will line up on first and 10. Back to throw again. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. They finally stop it, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
They decide to throw the football down inside the 5-yard line, and the defense is there to keep him short of the end zone. Good job and great execution by the defense.
Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Touchdown, Oregon, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Scanning the field. It's Moore. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? First down, looking for more now. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First and 10 play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. The pass rush gets home.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Checks this down to the running back. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense really clicking against this battle defense. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Another positive run on first and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Using his legs here.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Big throw caught on the left side. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Longhorns looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. To throw, it's Jackson. There's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
He's got a man down the middle. They wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Tight end makes the grab. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Longhorns will line up now. It's first and goal. Looking to throw yet again. He's got it right near the end zone. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
The running back here on a direct snap. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Moore. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Tries to get it to the running back. Caught over the middle. It's Hughes. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Running out of time in the pocket. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding. And here comes the penalty mark. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the handoff. Fights off a defender. Legs still churning. Won't go down. He's swarmed by the defense. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, second forever. Everyone in the stadium's expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on 3rd down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Dropping back, it's Jackson. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. This will likely be the last play of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. That's caught. It's low. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. The Ducks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. To the air. It's Moore. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
I think the receiver was so focused on setting up the defender on his slant route that he didn't get his head turned and his eyes up to be able to locate the football. He just dropped it.
The short hands. It's low. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw again. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Oof, the risk of throwing on 3rd and short. Lots of second guessing going over on that sideline about that play call. You got to wonder if they're going to go for it anyway on 4th down, but what will be the play call?
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Looking downfield, it's Moore. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Or it's snapped to the back. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Powers through. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Now here he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out. It's Moore. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Tight end goes in motion before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Jukes to get free. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oregon.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. Dropping back. It's Moore. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight around here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. The pass rush closing in. This throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. They'll try a pass here. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. The quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Back to throw. It's Moore. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game. And the Ducks looking to use the up-tempo offense here. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Caught behind the line. It's Hill. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. We're able to move the sticks. Set up now. First down at the 34. The Ducks are on the move here.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. On the move now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good posture. Yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. To the air. It's Moore. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set.
They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Set, ready.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket, trying to get the throw off. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down.
That's a smart heads-up play to me by the quarterback. Would rather throw it in the stands than a tight throw leading to a potential turnover. Wonder what they'll have dialed up here on this 3rd down.
They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Man, 3rd down and 1, and you allow a sack. Listen, I'm not a coach, but whenever I see a play like that on 3rd and 1, and you throw it instead of running it, it's just a head-scratcher. And to make matters worse, they end up with a sack for a loss. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Going this time. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
He shreds the tackle. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Here's the 2nd down play. Gives it to the back. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Because that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Longhorns will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. No fair catch. Look at him return this punt. Return it brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot. They're going to find the end zone this time. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Grab behind the line. It's low. Crosses the 35. Gets into space at the 50. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Dropping back. It's Moore. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play. The Ducks come up to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on 4th down in the 4th quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
Chewing clock with the running game. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Direct snap to the back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff themes coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. Makes it look easy. And they add to their lead. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Makes the grab. It's low.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short games are not going to help you.
And now a timeout is taken by the defense with 11 seconds remaining.
22, water.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking deep for late game heroics. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to...
Oh, the ball is out. The offense recovers the fumble, but the clock winding down. That would have been a crucial turnover. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as